Hey y'all, welcome back. Welcome if you're new. I am starting this week's video off a little differently. I took just a few minutes of a video from our local fireworks show over the weekend, and I thought I would just insert some of that video here to share with you all. I did take the sound out, so if you have any pets that are reactive, I didn't want to, plus we were talking and everything, but mostly I took the sound out for the pets. We had a dog at one point that she was just terrified of any kind of loud sounds, thunder, fireworks, loud vehicles driving by, backfiring or whatever. She would freak plumb out, and I felt so horrible for her. And that way I'm not inflicting anything on y'all. So, but yeah, it's just a small little fireworks show. I did think, if you notice, there's heat lightning sometimes behind the clouds, and I thought that just added like an extra cool little bit to it. I don't know. It would make like that. Maybe that was just me. I just find nature fascinating sometimes, the stuff it does. But so yeah, this is a very small town show. We're a town of about 6,000. And we are sitting on the side of the highway here, along with many other vehicles, as I'm sure y'all can see. Didn't want to get down in the crowd. The place they shoot these fireworks off from is not massive, and when the whole town tries to crowd in there, ugh, yeah, no, spare me. I don't like people to begin with. And getting in a big crowd of them, no thank you. Not for me. My husband, my son, they don't like it either, so yeah. But yeah, we're able to watch them from afar and enjoy the show. And, we can sit in our vehicle and watch, or stand out in front, which is what we did here. And I think this is leading up to the finale here. So, yeah, I think this little bit of video is almost over. So, yeah, I hope y'all had a very safe weekend. I hope everybody stayed nice and cool and stayed out of the heat, because it was bad. So, okay, on to nails. I am starting on top of a finished set here. I used my LGN Pro Milky White. Everything is shaped, ready to go. I have put a coat of matte top coat on top of these nails, because I am going to do an ombre down the center with some eyeshadow. It's just like using pigment powder. It's nothing, very special or revolutionary, or I'm going to use this brush here. It's very kind of stubby and densely packed, and it's perfect for stuff like this. But yeah, this is just a very cheap old eyeshadow palette. It's Wet n Wild. I mean, it was like a $5 eyeshadow palette. Excuse me. And yeah, I didn't use it anymore, and probably definitely expired. So I thought this would be a good use for it, and it worked out perfectly. So all I'm doing is just kind of dabbing my brush in that black eyeshadow there, and patting it down the center of each nail, and just kind of blending out the edges. I'm using that little wipe over to the side. I used it to kind of work the eyeshadow into my brush at first, and then kind of dab off any excess. You don't want to go in heavy at first, because then you're going to have a big mess, and it's going to overtake your nail. So yeah, this is the first time I had tried this with eyeshadow, and it worked out really, really well, I thought. I did some tester nails, and I did them with and without this behind. You can't really see this in the finished design, but on the nails that did not have this, the colors were more washed out and just kind of wishy-washy looking, not as brightly colored, basically. And I wanted, y'all know me, I like the bright colors. So yeah, I was trying to make them show up as well as I could, I guess is what I'm trying to get out. So yeah, just working this down the center of it. I'm going to do this to every single nail, and it just adds a little depth to the design. It doesn't have to be a perfect ombre. Just, kind of blend out the edges as best I could, and that was about it. And going back in and adding some more in the center to get them deeper in the center. And that one is not even in the center, it's off to the side. But yeah, you can't tell on the finished nail. It's just the depth that adds. So, and when I got every nail done, I kind of wiped over with my finger to make sure there was no loose powder. And that's it. Very, very simple thing. So yeah, as you can see, it's not a perfect ombre by any stretch of the imagination. Now I'm going in with a coat of this gel polish from that conch, I don't know how to say it, Spirit set. It's this blue one. About half the bottle. Excuse me, man, I can't today. About half the bottle is gone already. I've never even worn it on my nails because I've used it to mix in hard gel so much. So I figured I better use it while I could before I use it all up. But so yeah, just a thin, even coat of this on every nail, and going to cure that, and then we will move on. Okay, so got all that cured, and already see how much better that ombre looks already. So now I'm going in with some of this Rarism cat eye. It's from that set that I recently showed you all, the same video with the Savalan pins that were so terrible. So yeah, I'm just getting a little of that on my palette, and I've been dying to use these cat eyes. I still haven't done my other hand yet, so yeah, I'll use them in this. I'm going to use this little brush here. I don't know exactly what it's called. It didn't have a name. I call it a petal brush. I think that's what it's for, basically, is painting like flower petals. But since I don't hand paint, it's good for stuff like this. So I'm going to go down the center of each nail and just kind of paint like a splodge, basically. Very abstract. Not trying to get each nail to match. In fact, I don't want each nail to match. I want them all to look very slightly different. And then I'm going to individually magnetize them and flash cure them, and then move on to the next nail. My middle nail and my thumb, I'm going to do like 2 little splotches of cat eye on those nails, and the rest of them just get 1. And it's pretty self-explanatory, so I will just let you all watch. Alrighty, so got all that done and got it cured. Now it's time for another coat of matte, and I'm going to try to keep this as thin as I can because we're getting into a few layers here. I don't want to lose my shape, so I'm just doing a layer of matte on each nail. I'm going to make sure that every bit of that nail is covered, because after, not after this, but in a couple steps along, I'm going to be doing isolated chrome. So yeah, I don't want it to stick where I don't want it to stick. So normally I would prefer to do isolated chrome over a buffed nail. I thought about doing like top coat and then buffing, but that cat eye in the middle is kind of thick, so I knew I wouldn't get every bit of it. So, okay, black chrome gel. I mixed this up myself. I meant to do it last week in my mixing video and forgot. So, the way I did it is I took out about half of that pot of bling gel, put it in that other little pot, added a few swipes of just a black gel polish, and a little bit of top coat to kind of smooth it out and make it easier to work with. It still needs a little more top coat, I think, though. It's still kind of thick for me, but I mean, that's kind of part of its purpose. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm afraid to make it too thin, but so yeah, I'm going to go around each little pool of cat eye and just in a very, shaky line. I don't want it very, I want it to be very irregular and very rough looking, basically. And then I'm going to just do some extra little lines here and there, and just the way I think it's gonna look good. So yeah, I'm calling these cyber nails. I don't know if that's the right term for them. If it's not, if there's a better term, y'all let me know. But that's what I see a lot of people call these kind of nails. So I thought it fit. So yeah, I'm just trying to keep them very abstract looking, and I'm kind of gonna switch my brushes out. I've got this one that's like a 12 mil. I've got another one that you'll see here in just, I think I'm getting ready to get it right here. Yeah, this one is just a 6 mil and it's very tiny and helps me get in spots, that I need to get into. And so yeah, I'm just going to do this to all these nails, and the middle nail and the thumb that have the two little splotches instead of the one, each of those little pools of cat eye gets individually outlined. And I'm flash curing as I go because I tend to knock my fingers together a lot when I'm doing stuff like this, and it would mess up anything. See, I almost wiped it off with my ring finger there. So yeah, just kind of flash curing just for like 5 seconds, because I don't want to over cure this, because if you cure it too long, then the chrome doesn't want to stick. So yeah, if you're flash curing, just be careful. I'm going to give them all a good cure at the end when I've got every finger done, and then it will be chrome time. Okay, so got my black chrome gel all cured. Now it is time for chrome powder. This chrome powder is from that, I think, 24-piece set that I got on Amazon and showed y'all a couple months back. It's a really good chrome. All those chromes were really good. I started to use one of the, like, the blue chromes as the base instead of that sparkly blue gel polish that I put on right after the black eyeshadow. And it looked fine, but I wanted to use that polish. And I know you see these kind of nails, you see a lot of like cat eye behind them or chrome. I wanted something a little different too. So yeah, that's why I did them the way I did them. But so yeah, I'm just rubbing this chrome on every nail. And because I've got that matte top coat on, it won't stick to anything but the black lines. So yeah, I'm just getting it all good and rubbed in here and making sure I am coating every bit of that, getting it from all edges because that are all angles, because that chrome gel is kind of thick. So yeah, if you don't move your tool around very good, you're gonna have like black lines around the edges. So yeah, got it all applied, and now I'm taking a clean sponge and going back over them and burnishing that chrome to a good chromy shine. And this also helps take the excess powder off. I'm kind of turning my sponge over after every nail or two to make sure I've got a clean side of it and it's really doing what I want it to do. And yeah, just giving that all a good rub. See, I'm turning it again, giving it all a good rub. And here in a second, when I'm done, see, they already look so cool. Oh, I love this set. Yeah, bringing my brush out and just giving them, you know, a good whisk over to make sure all the loose chrome powder is gone. Okay, so now I'm getting my Bling It gel out because the little patches where the cat eye is, I want those to be very like 3D, basically. I want them to be very raised and almost look like a jewel on top of the nail. This any kind of clear gel, any kind of thick clear gel would work here. Even a thick top coat, I think, would probably be okay if you were quick with it. But yeah, a clear gel is like a liquid magnifying glass. Anything that's underneath of it, you put that clear gel on top and it just magnifies it and intensifies it and makes it, I don't know, it makes it shine more, and it's like a magnifying glass. I don't know what else to what other term to use. So yeah, I'm getting a good decent amount of that on, and I'm trying to keep it in between the silver lines. I really don't want it overlapping. If it overlaps a little bit onto the silver, that's fine, but I want it mainly to be on top of the cat eye. And so yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then once I feel like I've got enough on there, sometimes it takes a few dips. This gel is really thick and very stringy, but once you work with it a little bit, you kind of get the hang of it. So yeah, getting that down the center there, and then I'm going to turn my finger over so it pulls, you know, gravity. It pulls it to the center and helps it round off and kind of come to almost its own little apex, basically. And if that doesn't work, then I'm going to get my brush and kind of maneuver it around. And I'm going to do this to each nail and every little piece, you know, every little bit where the cat eye is, and I'm flash curing in between. And when I'm done, they all get a full cure. And then I think we're almost done. Okay, so got all that Bling It gel cured, and now it is time for top coat. So, I'm going to top coat the whole nail, every nail, of course. I did kind of mentally toy around with the idea of only going over the chrome and the Bling It gel with a shiny top coat and just leaving everything else matte, because there's already matte top coat over the like the blue sparkly gel polish, remember? So yeah, I thought about it and I think it would have looked just as good, but at this point I was just ready to be done, and we were trying to get out the door to go catch the fireworks before they were over. So yeah, I just decided to top coat the whole nail, and I think it looks just as, I think it would look fine either way, honestly. I think it would look just as good either way. But so yeah, making sure that I'm getting a decent amount of top coat on, and making sure I'm working it down into every bit of that where the chrome powder is, and like that chrome gel is very thick and makes these nails very textured, and I want to make sure every bit of that chrome is covered so that there's no black spots. Basically, you know, the first time you clean your hands, the chrome doesn't wash away. So yeah, I'm making sure that all that chrome is protected, and yeah, I've got every bit of it nice and shiny and looking good. I don't know, did I already say that the Bling It gel is no wipe? I can't remember. I've redone this little bit of the voiceover a couple times. I can't remember if I mentioned it. So I wiped most of the top coat off of that brush, and now I'm going back down the sides and getting off all the excess, because I did do them kind of thick, and then give them a cure. Okay, finished result. Oh, I love them so much. Love the way the cat eye changes colors, and just the general design and the shape. I'm so glad I have my stilettos by. I mean, there's not a thing about these I don't love. I'm starting to really get into this kind of style. If y'all haven't noticed, I'm edging more toward the gothy type nails recently, and yeah, I have a feeling y'all be seeing this kind of stuff more frequently now, because this is the only kind of nails I want to look at these days. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite sets I've ever done on myself. Absolutely. So yeah, y'all let me know what you think. And before you leave, if you would, I'd appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment, and hype. And make sure you have your notifications. You're subscribed and you have your notifications on, because next week I have a good video for y'all. I have Dollar Tree nail products that I'm going to be trying out. I bought them a few days ago. They've been just living in the bag, and I'm ready to film them. So you can try them out. I haven't tested them out yet or anything. So yeah, I cannot quit turning these in the light to look at them. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so yeah, y'all let me know what you think. And other than that, I will see y'all next time. Bye.